good day to one and all. My name is Jeff Hausman, and I'm a CPA and managing member and member in charge of audit services of Pereira, Hamilton, Hausman & Wood, a local CPA firm located here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm here today to give a brief report on the audits we perform for Mount Zion Baptist Church's financial statements. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about our firm. PAH&W was established in 1962 by Mr. William Pereira, making us the second oldest local accounting firm here in Nashville, Tennessee. We are licensed by the state of Tennessee and are a member of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. We participate in the AICPA peer review program, which requires an independent outside review of our audit and a test practice every 3 years. We have received unqualified or clean opinions on our practice of performing audits every review period. We perform audits and attest services for several nonprofits, including several religious organizations. What is an audit? In an audit, we examine the financial statements of the church for accuracy and fairness of presentation and render an opinion on the financial statements based on our work. We perform audits in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards as established in the United States of America. They require that we plan and perform audits to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements are free of material misstatement. The types of procedures we perform include examining on a test basis evidence supporting the amounts and the disclosures in the financial statements. This is done through examining source documents, checks, invoices, contracts, third-party agreements, etc., and confirming amounts with third parties such as financial institutions and attorneys who work for the church. We also assess the accounting principles used and significant estimates made by management and evaluate the overall fairness of the financial statement presentation. There are 3 types of opinions that we can render after we do our work on the financial statements. The first one would be an adverse opinion, where we would say that it is not in conformity with the stated accounting principles and the statements are not presented fairly. The second one would be a qualified opinion, which means that there is a specific variance in the presentation of the financial statements with the accounting principles used. The third, which is the highest level, is called an unqualified opinion. When an auditor issues this type of an opinion, it means that the financial statements are fairly presented in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards and the method of presentation of the church. We've audited Mount Zion for the past 4 calendar years. And in each of those years, I'm pleased to announce that we have issued unqualified opinions for each and every year, which again is the highest level that you can receive, and as we use in layman terms, is a clean opinion. During the audits, we found management to be very forthcoming and cooperative, and we have had no significant difficulties or disagreements with management during our audit periods. In performing the audit, we are required to consider internal control over financial reporting as a basis for designing our audit procedures that are appropriate in the circumstances. But we do not express an actual opinion on the effectiveness of the church's internal control over financial reporting. However, through the course of our audit procedures, we did identify certain areas for management for improvement in internal control and have relayed those recommendations to management. Management has continued to improve their internal controls and has communicated to us that this is a priority in their stewardship of the church. As an example, one of our recommendations was to establish an independent financial advisory board, which has been accomplished by the church. Management has communicated to me that our audit report is available on Mount Zion's website for your review. I encourage you to go to the website and review the report. I want to thank you for the pleasure of visiting with you today and for the opportunity and for your time and attention. Thank you very much.